This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of SeptumSin versus the world. We are back, baby, when it comes to reviewing.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
But this time we are going to start our reviews back off with, again, a film that I am here. Actually, it's kind of funny. This week is going to be a film that I really wanted to review, and next week is a film that I didn't want to review, but I was encouraged to review because, well, reviews sometimes, they get a little bit talking and all that stuff going on about a film.
Get used to disappointment.
But this one I really wanted to review because I really love Steve Rudzinski's work, and this time we are talking about Wally meets Popeye. Yes, you heard me, Wally meets Popeye. And for those of you who are actually familiar with the world of Wally and all of those people there, if you've watched Amityville Christmas Vacation, this is kind of a loose sequel to that. But also the character Wally Griswold is a recurring character in the world. So, let's just break into it. Let's talk about the plot. So Popeye has been dealing with a creature on the island of Ohio. Yes, the island of Ohio. And keeps trying to kidnap Olive Oil. At the same time, Wally Griswold won a trip to Ohio from a mysterious contest. Can these two heroes solve the mystery of this monster? So the film is relatively short. It's only about a 15-minute runtime, and I can relate because sometimes it's really a chore. Once you get beyond a certain point, you're just kind of creating empty space.
Just get to the point.
And this one was pretty much all thriller, no filler, so to speak. So there were no pacing issues whatsoever. I was interested from the start to finish, and that's something that most of the films from this particular company are good at. Silver Spotlight is really good at doing that. This is meant to be a lighthearted, fun romp, like the Meowie movies, or Amityville Christmas Vacation. It wasn't meant to be like all serious or anything like that. And that's really the name of the game here. So I don't really feel like I need to judge it against other films like, say, Carousel, where you see that there was like a different level of effort going into this. This is fun. There's lots of hidden jokes, and I'll definitely have to watch it over again to get all of them, just to get some real value out of it. He does love to put a lot of hidden quips or quotes or little Easter eggs in it from other movies. Something fun to find. You also see that with some Joel Wynkoop stuff as well. I have two minor gripes. One is that I wish I could have seen more of it, with the stuff about the monsters and the curse running around. It's just there, and I'll admit, I always miss seeing Gizmo Cat. I love the cat, and I'm always sad when I don't see her in these movies, but I also understand. Cat is old. You can only put a cat through so much. But it is fun when we see them in the movies. I mean, I have my cat photobombed my movie, Amityville Webcam, so I can see that. To me, the first is not much of an issue, really. But it's really saying that the story is engaging enough that I would like to see more of it. That I'd like to understand more of it. So, in a way, it's not as much a downside, but it is in a way because I would love to see more. Of course, the others, I'd love to have seen Bluto there, but then I realized that he's still under copyright for at least another year or two. But there could be a sequel where we do have Bluto in the future. I'm all up for a Wally meets Popeye Part 2 at that time. So let's talk acting. I like seeing a fairly diverse cast, and the return of Rick is also really fun, especially as an active character, because some of the appearances have been kind of like brief. And he's pretty much a main character in this one. For a micro-budget film, I actually thought the acting was really good. Most people had it together. Nobody took me out of the scene. I didn't feel that. I thought that most of the jokes landed well with the acting, and that's really what it is. Acting helps these jokes land. It helps things go along as it's supposed to, and because the film flowed really well, I can't really knock the acting. If this was like a AAA thing, I might have minor gripes, but for this, no, none. Production design. I really liked the articulation of the monster face. It just kind of resembled a cross between kind of a gremlin and the Grinch, which was probably on purpose. I don't know, but it probably was on purpose. I thought the makeup on Popeye's arms was pretty good, and I do understand the limitations, especially when there was a rant in the middle of the film about this.
I don't know. That was weird. I'm scared. That's like someone was using my body to talk for me. I don't know what was happening, Rick.
But I think it works great when you play it as a joke. For instance, saying that they were on the island in the middle of Ohio was really fun. I enjoyed it. I laughed as soon as I saw that. Being a micro-budget film means doing a lot more with very little, and Silver Spotlight has found ways to really stretch those dollars, and that makes it fun. Finally, the music in the film was pretty good overall. I would love to eventually see an album with all the original songs from these movies on it. I think that would work well. I think I would listen to a CD with all of them.
Get used to disappointment.
I really have nothing negative to say about it, really. In the end, Wally Meets Popeye is a fun adventure that takes us back into the Meowie universe once again. It is a pleasant place, and one that I am always happy to live in yet again. I'm always sad when I have to say goodbye to it. So let's take a look at this real quick. So this is the Blu-ray release of the film. You can see the cover here. Now on it, we do have some bloopers, interviews, Amityville to Popeye feature, and some trailers. So it's nice to have some special features on it. I did not see closed captioning on it, but again, I'm not gonna rehash that again and again. I'm just moving where it is. So at the end, who is this for? I think people who are fans of Steve Rudzinski and the Meowie universe, they're gonna love this. I mean, if you loved Amityville Christmas Vacation, you're going to love this stuff. I think anybody who's a fan of micro-budget horror comedies are going to just eat this up, because this is really good. It's competently done. It's not boring. It doesn't drag at all. And for many people who are fans of that, they're used to the drag. So when you get something like this, it's just real crisp. It feels real fresh for you. And then finally, people looking for a different use of old IPs, other than like so to me, all these old IPs, Bambi, Winnie the Pooh, all this, when they go out, they then make them into these like slasher horror movies. So I think this is actually something fun, a fun little take. So if you want something that's different, I think this is definitely for you. It's kind of almost like a Scooby-Doo-ish way of doing it, which is great. I think it works perfectly well. Well, that's it for the Wally meets Popeye review. Let me know if you like the movie in the comments below. Of course, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real warm. It's a cozy place to ride out the storm. SeptumSin. SeptumSin and his best boy Jake see the trends that scare us every day. Physical media is going to the side. Doctor streaming will rule the world in time.